Hey everybody, welcome. Preppernurse One here. How's everybody tonight? Uh, Hope everybody's doing well. I hope you've had a nice weekend, and hope everybody's being safe. Uh, so before we jump into things, if there's any kind of problems, any kind of interruptions, I just want to remind everybody I will get right back on as soon as I possibly can. So just putting that out there to begin with. So just so you know, if there's an interruption of this, I will get right back on. Again, I want to remind everybody that this is a very family friendly oriented channel. So, no racism, no nastiness to any of the moderators, myself, or anybody else in the chat. Just be decent. If you are not, what's today's egg count? I'll give it to you in a second, JJ. If you are not, then you will be booted out of here. My moderators are good. They stay on top of stuff. So, it's just unnecessary. So, don't even bother doing it. Okay. And if you have a question, please all cap locks so it stands out for me. That's the best way to do it, and it stands out more that way. And then I see it, and it's it's good. Okay, so a couple things I want to real quick. I was getting hammered in the comments, and I just wanted to let you guys know I put a heat lamp in there for the chickens, for the baby chickens. So yes, they were cold. I just got them yesterday. They were huddled together, and I could see that they were cold. So I got a light, like a lamp that I have, and I put it in there, and they're doing much better. They're moving around, they're eating, they're drinking, they're doing much better. So I want to make sure I say that first thing so people know that, yes, I'm taking care of the chickens. Okay. So it just literally, we got them yesterday. I put them in there last night. And so anyway, everybody's given so we got to get some guesses here for the egg count before we get into the content, because we're talking about opening up the economy too soon. We're going to talk about that really quick. So let's see. I'm looking to see some numbers that you guys are putting up. All right. All right, now I'm seeing a bunch of numbers. Okay, so the number of eggs we ended up with today, we ended up with 9. 9 eggs today. It was a little, weather wasn't very cooperative today. We had some rain. It's actually raining out right now. A little overcast and not pleasant weather. So we ended up with 9 eggs today. So that's where our count was today. So, but it was fun. It's chickens are doing well with the crushed the oyster shells. That hen has not been back in there eating any. I have not seen her doing that. So I think maybe it was an egg that might have been stepped on by accident. I don't know. And so that's why, maybe she was doing that. But I've been watching, and I've been out there very diligently getting out there and getting the eggs in a timely manner. So as far as I know, she's not doing it anymore. I don't want to have to put her in a stew pot. That's not my goal. So, that's the way, I wanted to do it. But so anyway, so the new chickies are doing fine. Once we got the heat source in there, they're all apart and they're moving around and they're getting into the water and they're getting into their feed. And so they're doing good. All right. So let us get into our topic. Are they trying to open up the economy back too soon? Now, first of all, let's talk about really quickly how truly bad things are. Okay. The economy is going down a toilet when you have so many millions of people out of work now. And then they keep saying they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and who knows what they're going to do. But there's a lot of grandiose talk with the politicians, but who knows what's really going to happen? Are they going to do anything? I mean, they're still fighting over trying to give some kind of stimulus to small business owners. What people don't understand is small business owners are the lifeblood of this country. It's amazing to me too. So I want you guys to think about this. So all these small businesses had to shut down. Walmart didn't have to shut down. Lowe's didn't have to shut down. Home Depot didn't have to shut down. All these big corporations, they didn't have to shut down. And of course, the government did not have to shut down. It's amazing that they didn't furlough people and send people home. They keep going, okay? The economy's in real, real trouble. The politicians know that. That's why they're really pushing to get the economy opened back up again. That's a no-brainer. I don't care what side of the aisle you stand on, left, right, center, whatever. Everybody hopefully can agree that the economy is in real trouble. Guys, I see we're already at 926 of the people in the chat, and we're at 269 on the thumbs up. So if you haven't shot a thumbs up yet, I would ask you to do that, please, to show support for the channel. And I appreciate that, and thank you very much. Also, I just want to, if you are not subscribed, please make sure you do subscribe. YouTube is continuously playing a game now. So I'm hitting a peak number, and as soon as I hit that peak number, like 14 people get knocked off. They're gone right away. And it's just a little game YouTube is playing. They've done it before, and they're continuing to do it. So just letting people know that too. So if you are mysteriously all of a sudden not getting notifications, check to see if you're subscribed or not. Okay, because that's part of the game that's being played right now with YouTube as well. This video that I'm putting up right now, once I am done and it starts to process, normally processing would take, I don't know, 15 minutes, and then the video would be up available for everybody to watch, right? Now it's like 10 hours. That's what they're doing now. So it's like 10 hours later that if you didn't catch the live stream, you'll have to wait until that point to see what happened. So it's just another game that YouTube is playing, and unfortunately we have to play their game because they run the show. So there we are with that. But okay, so I wanted to. So anyway, this is my problem with reopening. I think they're trying to open up this, get things going back too soon, and I'm going to explain why I believe that. Okay, and I see somebody saying it's a psych op again. You know what? There's a lot of information out there, a lot going on. A lot of people are believing a lot of different things, which is fine. You can believe whatever you want to believe. Okay, I'm just, I'm going to share information that I have, and I'm going to share my thoughts, and I'm going to go with that. Okay, so anyway, right now in the United States, as of Saturday, a grand total of 4 million people have been tested in the United States. 4 million. That's it. Okay, and they're talking about reopening the economy, get people back to work. Now, 1%, a little more than 1% of the people in the country have been tested. They have the capacity to test up to 150,000 people a day right now. Okay, this is the problem. People are not being tested. They're not being tested. I'm going to give you another example. I'm going to use my own little county here that I live in. Okay, for the last at least week, the number has not changed of cases in my county. It's still at 41. I guarantee you there are more people in this county that have the virus, especially if they get into these nursing homes, okay, and are actually really testing people in these nursing homes. You're going to see those numbers jump up dramatically, okay? And when with the nursing homes, then the elderly are more susceptible. So, again, how 4.18 million tested, Trump said today. Okay, yeah. So that's a little more than 1% of the people in the country. I don't think that's a really good indicator that that's a good number of people to find out what's going on and who's positive and who's not, especially when you have an incubation period of 14 to 27 days. I mean, does that make sense? Bill Norwood said the test is not reliable. Mike Knife said they're killing off the old people. And you know what, Mike Knife, I agree with you 100%. They're killing off the old people. They're killing off the disabled people that have a lot of problems that are, let's say, a burden on society. Those are the ones that are suffering greatly. As of, I wrote this number down because I wanted to give you guys this number too. A nursing home 5 minutes away from me just had a few cases of COVID-19. Well, give it a couple of weeks, Brett, and that number will be much higher. We have, that I know of for sure, 2 nursing homes not that far from me, within a half an hour, a little bit longer, that have cases. The one nursing home, and I talked about this before, they shut it down. They had 6 deaths. They had 26 patients positive. They had 20 staff test positive for the virus. So, now you have those staff are out of work. They're not there. When you're talking about a small nursing home, who replaces them, And again, you're going to run to a nursing home and say, hey, yeah, give me a job when you got the virus running rapid through this nursing home? I don't think so. I don't think people are going to do that. I really don't. So that's an issue as well. Okay. But as of today, the number of dead from the nursing homes alone, so they're saying, let's put it out there. The number, so they're saying, is 7,300 in the United States alone already. That's a lot of people. And Mike Knife just made a great point, which I also was planning on bringing up. So thank you for that, Mike. And I'm going to say it right now. This is the first wave of the COVID-19. I want you guys to think about that too. This is the first wave. That's it. Not the second wave. This is the first wave. Tale 7, autistic, and received a DNR request. I'm in the UK. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, why would that doesn't make, yeah, I would absolutely tell them no. That is absolutely insane. Thank you very much for the donation, by the way, as well. Out of 55 residents, 18 have been tested positive. Brett Herbs just said that. Wow. And, and there you go. And that's what's happening in these nursing homes. It is getting in there. And a lot of times, how's it brought in? It's brought in by staff, either nurses, therapists, whoever the case may be, brings it in there. And once it gets hold and it gets into the old folks, it's decimating them. It is absolutely decimating them. But, that's the problem with whatever is going on. And I know I got people say you can't catch a virus ever. Well, you know what? You explain it to me then. Is the whole thing fake? People are dying fake. People that I know directly are sick with it. Is that fake? Nursing homes are being destroyed because of it, but that's fake. We're not even going to go there. I'm not going to go there. But DNR is a choice we shouldn't be forced. Crystal said exactly. I agree with you 100%. But DNR stands for do not resuscitate. That's what DNR stands for. So what happens is if you go in and let's say you're 90 years old into the hospital and you're having congestive heart failure, we'll just use that one, right? So on your thing, you've already made a decision to be a full resuscitation or a DNR. So all life-saving measures taken to save your life or don't do anything. And that's what a DNR is. So for anybody that didn't know, I just wanted to clarify that. Patriot CB just said, my pastor lost 3 of his family to COVID. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of information going out. There's a lot of people saying a lot of things, and I get it. I do. Hey, Donna Smith. Hey, Ed. Have to work. Oh, hold on a second. Have to work at getting RO below 1. It would be great to open up the economy, but case numbers and deaths are still going up exponentially. As states open, cases will go up. I agree with you 100%. And what she's talking about, so those of you that don't know, and thank you, Donna, for that donation as well. The RO is the rate of infection, the number of people that one person is infecting. And right now, for every one person that's infected, they're infecting more than 3 people. I think it's 3.3 is the number right now. You need to have that RO down below 1 for a pandemic to stop. We have not had enough testing of people to make sure people are not sick. When you've had 4 million people tested out of the whole country, which is 1%, a little bit more than 1%, that's not doing it. That's not going to do it, especially when you're looking at big cities where there's a lot of people. Hey, Linda Smith, my boss is on ICU on a ventilator. I have the most symptoms, and they will not test me because no respiratory distress. Wow. And again, see, that's another thing that's absolutely wrong. Thank you for that information, Linda. I appreciate that, and thank you for your comment, and thank you for the donation as well. People are going to the doctors with symptoms, but because they don't have enough of the symptoms, they're not testing people. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. I think if you're showing any number of signs from the symptoms, they should be allowed to be tested. I really do. So, yeah, I smell a rat. Exactly. I get understanding why they want to reopen the economy, because the longer they delay opening up the economy, the worse this new Great Depression that we are getting ready to enter into is going to be. But I think what will happen is, and again, my opinion, you open up the economy without enough people being tested, all of a sudden everybody's back together again and working. You're just going to see an explosion of cases then. I think that is what's going to happen. Let's talk about numbers real quick, guys, okay? The United States, 705,112 cases, okay, which is 32,181 more, up that much in one day. Oh no, wait a minute, am I looking at the right thing? I think I was looking at the wrong thing. What did I do? No, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. In the U.S., that was from the other day. In the U.S., 764,177 cases of the virus. That's an increase of 25,688 in one day. We have just crossed over 40,591 dead. Okay, that's an increase of 1,674 in one day. Recovered is at 70,172. That's an increase of 4,767. So for all the people that keep chiming how 60,000 people die from the flu every year, I hope you're happy because the numbers of this one are increasing to get to that level. So anybody that was, doing that, I hope that you're happy that you're getting your wish, that the numbers are growing higher on this one. This is craziness, guys. Now, what has happened with everything, with the economy being shut down and everybody, being taken out of work and stuff like that, I get it. I do. I totally get it. And it's not good. It's not good at all. I saw something that they were talking about. Do you think that they will ever go back to normal after this? You know what, Kentucky Girl, that's a great question. The normal in what way? You know what I mean? How long is this virus going to stick around? How long is it going to last? What are, the numbers going to be? And somebody's saying fake numbers, well, I think you're right. It is fake numbers. I think they're a lot higher. They're underreporting. That's my opinion. I've heard a lot of stuff other people are saying that, they're saying this, that, and the other thing. But studies out of Sanford said the mortality is about, hold on a second, 0.6%. Do you really want to ruin the lives and future of billions of people for such a low mortality rate? Souththink just said that. And thank you very much for that donation. But I don't believe that those are the real numbers, to be honest with you. Like I said, I believe that the numbers are much, much higher because a lot of people are not being tested, or they're positive or they go in and they're not being properly diagnosed. I think that's what's actually really happening. I think that the death rate, and again, I'm giving you my opinion, I think it's much higher. With everything that has happened, unless there's this huge major conspiracy to shut down the entire world and every country's behind it and they're all working together. All these countries are working together and they decided we're going to lock people down because people are waking up and they're not going to take the crap anymore. So now we're going to control everybody. Think about it realistically. Let's think about that realistically. Does that make any kind of sense? Yeah, China's numbers are much higher. Joe M just said that. Backwoods integrity. Hold on a second. Plant those gardens and smash that like button. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the donation as well. Could you please provide some more info on what upcoming waves mean? Okay, so when you have, this virus that's happening right now, obviously, they call that the first wave. Generally, when you have a